And now we move to the next keynote speaker, which is Gaurav Gupta, and their opportunities in health tech and investment. Please help me welcome Gaurav, founder and CEO of Gabit. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good evening. About me, I'm actually into building startups. I'm building my second startup right now, which is Gabit. It's in health tech, and that's why I'm talking about health tech. I'm going to paint a landscape of how I see the space, and you can take your own point of view from an investment standpoint if it's helpful. Prior to this, I built Zomato. Zomato is India's largest food delivery app. I was one of the founders and chief operating officer for Zomato. Did the IPO in 2021 in COVID. So I did my road shows on Zoom. Very, very efficient, but I don't know if it was that effective. But yeah, the IPO did well. We listed Zomato for $12 billion, and today Zomato's market cap is $36 billion. So doing really well. But I found my passion in health in COVID, where I was able to improve my health. And I said, if I have the ability to build, why don't I build for something which is much more impactful and can be a much larger purpose? So me and my wife are co-founders in this new venture, and we are building to make this world, or like everyone in the world, hopefully healthier and live longer. So the future, in my view, is clearly preventive when it comes to health. It's a big paradox. I think all of us are seeing this today. We are actually investing much more in health than we've ever done, and we are more sick than ever, which is the paradox. And I think that needs to be solved. Most of the healthcare is very reactive today, and it's essentially sick care. It's not really healthcare. There's been a lot of shifts from the 1900s to now. Of course, now you can see a lot of us are talking about AI and wearables. How many people in the room use a wearable to track their health, and Apple Watch is not a wearable? Okay. How many people use a smart ring? Brilliant. So it's catching on. But I think this is like gold mine. All this data is gold mine, and the next set would be actually doing something meaningful for this gold mine. Not just looking at your sleep data or your sleep score, but actually being able to identify if somebody has a risk of a heart disease or a liver disease. And that is what is coming next, which is continuous predictive health. And Gabit, of course, is also working on that area, and I'm super excited about that area. Like, a ring on your finger is probably able to tell you whether you have a risk of a heart disease or not 5 or 10 years before it's going to happen. And that's the next revolution in health. Of course, we're seeing data exploding. Like, we're talking about zettabytes of data. Zettabytes is 1 billion terabytes, just for conversion. Close to across 2 million data points tracked over like everybody every day, but hardly any of it is used. And the idea is, how can you actually make sense of this data? And the one trend that you will see, in addition to just like prevalence of data, is the fact that it's personalized. So people who use the wearables know that everything that you look on your dashboard is yours. It's completely personalized to you, and it's fascinating. And the other thing that's actually helping make personalization better is AI. AI is actually helping us personalize at scale. So I'll give you an example. So when we launched Gabit, so at Gabit, we actually do smart rings, which I'm wearing, and it's a full longevity platform. So we also have blood tests on the platform. We have a smart scale for body composition. You have continuous glucose monitoring. So you can actually track 150 markers on one platform. Because why should your ring data not talk to your blood markers? Because all interconnected. So that's why we do it together. And the interesting thing was that when we did all of this and we launched our smart ring, customers started asking, what is VO2 max? How many people in this room know VO2 max? Raise your hands, please. Again, this is a more enlightened group than usual. And by the way, VO2 max is the single most researched correlated metric for longevity. With age, the VO2 max goes down, but if you're able to keep it up, you actually will live healthier and longer. But most people in the room don't even know about it. And when people started asking this question, we said, how can we make it easier for them to understand? So we launched, again, we used the power of AI to launch a simple AI health coach that people can talk to. So that's how AI is actually helping us personalize that at scale. So you look at all the data, you can talk to AI, you can understand all your data, and you can also understand the correlation between your data. So the new health stack actually looks like this. So you've got, of course, all of us know you've got sensors, you've got data, but I think we need to move beyond data to get to insights, behavior, and longevity. And what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. So today, most of the variables stop at data. So you look at your sleep score, you look at your resting heart rate, you look at your VO2 max, but what next? Right? And maybe you can actually talk to an AI coach like I just mentioned to understand what should be done, but I think it should be more than that. And at Gabit, what we're trying to do next, and again, I think most players should move in that direction, is data is fine, but what do I do with it? So can I tell you the 5, 10 things that you should be doing, personalized completely to you, to fix your health? And I think that's where it's going. And as we change that behavior, you will see that people actually live healthier and longer. It's more about health span than actually lifespan. Of course, there is investment happening in this space. So it's the 6th largest space by investment in terms of health tech. And the areas, again, longevity, AI analytics, consumer hardware, mental health is our key focus areas of investment today. And these are the opportunities that usually come to mind when we think about health tech. So again, hardware, sensors, software, AI. But I think the most important point that I'd like to make is that this is the time where ecosystems will drive further and be the next game-changing thing in health tech. It is not going to be anything isolated because guess what? Health is actually all parameters of health, all markers of health, all pillars of health are interconnected. So ecosystems which can take your data in one place, give you a full assessment of what's happening, and also tell you what to do with that data will actually move forward. And I will take it one step further. When I say what you should do, you should also be able to provide customers with help with products to actually get better. So I'll share a closed loop system and an example. So at Gabit, you can track everything that you got, but you also got expert coaches on the platform to help you get better. And just like 2 months back, we actually launched our first line of Sweden-born supplements, so people can actually get better if they want to get better. So imagine this, you track your health, you look at a marker, you figure out that you need a supplement, you get the supplement from the platform. As you use the supplement, you keep tracking your data, and you finally know whether that supplement is helping you or not. In fact, I want to get to a point where we're able to tell customers that this is a supplement that you're using right now, but it's not helping you. So please stop wasting your money. You're better off using something else. So this is the kind of closed loop objectivity an ecosystem can provide. And put on top of that an ability to actually predict your health in the future. And I think that'll be game changing in terms of what it can do. But yeah, ecosystem which are interconnected and completing this for customers is going to be key. We talked about this. So again, it has to be more behavior-led than just medical for us to get better. 98% of longevity is actually 4 basic things, which is fitness, like moving. Like what we're doing right now is actually killing ourselves, right? We have to get up and move around a bit, and we can't do this all day long. Second is nutrition. You need to eat better, and you need to know what you're eating. Third is mental wellness or mindfulness. And sleep. All these 4 are interconnected, and they work off each other. They're not isolated. And that's why at Gabit, we took a call of building all of them in all the solutions that we do. So even the ring tracks all these 4 pillars for you, including nutrition. And there, again, we used AI to make it simpler for people. How many people here have actually used food logging, try to log their food on an app? That's it? So that tells you how crappy that feature has been till now. You have to text, you have to take an image, you actually stop eating your food, but you start taking images for AI to make sense. But we figured, can we make it simpler? So we figured that we are all moving towards speech. So we built an AI-based, speech-based food logging feature. So you just speak. So I just log my food at the end of the day by saying 3 scrambled eggs for breakfast, 1 chicken salad for dinner. It gives my complete macros. It gives my calories in and all of that. And again, that's just an example of how AI can be used to make it simpler and get to behavior change. So the next $1 trillion opportunity is actually going to be preventive health. Health is important to all of us. Health is the best gift you can give to people. If you have money in one hand and more years of healthy life in one hand, what will you choose? And that's why I think as much as we can get to a point where we can actually push the boundaries, it is an amazing investment opportunity. Thank you very much.